Good morning, Texoma. I'm Ashley Fitzwater. Thanks for joining us this morning. We want to start by wishing you all a very happy Thanksgiving this Thursday. We hope that you have a blessed day. But today, we are talking Christmas with the Wichita Falls Fire Department, and we're taking an inside look at an annual event they put on to make sure that every child in Texoma wakes up with something under their Christmas tree on Christmas Day. And that's, of course, Operation Santa. Joining me now to talk about the very latest is firefighter Chance Coley, also with Wichita Falls Fire Department, Captain Randall Rill. We appreciate both of you being here today. And you are also the chairperson for Operation Santa Claus as well. So thank you for being here this morning.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Can we just talk about really the passion behind this and why you feel it's so important to do this every year?
We've been doing it for 35 years. And I mean, every kid needs to have a Christmas, and not everybody can provide every year for their children. So we step in and try to help.
For years and years, you just do it on faith that, you know, you're never going to run across anybody that's ever helped. Mm-hmm. And through the last few years, I've actually ran across some people that have benefited from it and received toys from it, and they know that now. They didn't know it at the time. Mm-hmm. Just their stories about how they wouldn't have had a Christmas at all had it not been for that.
Wow.
That kind of made me feel like, well, I knew it was happening, but for all those years, I didn't know for sure that, you know, the end result.
Wow. Kind of brought it all home, huh?
Right.
Made all of this worth it. Because it's a lot of work. I kind of want to jump into what it is that you do, because this goes beyond just making sure something's under the tree. There's a toy drive, there's a collection involved in this, there's bikes. You put those bikes together, and if you've ever put anything together for a child, you know that takes a long time just doing one thing. So can you talk about what it is that you're doing and how you need the community to get involved and make this a success?
We've got several places around town that are collecting toys for us. Harvest Drug, Pure, Walgreens, Walmart, and they can drop off a toy in one of the drop boxes. They can drop it by any fire station. If they need them picked up, we can come pick them up. All they got to do is call the numbers, either 761-7901, or they can call me at 782-9698.
And what are you asking for? Are you looking for new toys? Do they need to be wrapped? Do they need to be unwrapped? What is the age you're looking for?
We're looking for new, used. I mean, it's going to find a home no matter what. It doesn't have to be wrapped. I guess if you wanted to wrap it, I don't think that would be a problem. Just so we know, you know, is it for a boy, is it for a girl?
Sure.
Age ranges are from infants to
16.
When is the deadline that people need to get those donations in by?
Well, we're actually going to do our final stuff on the 16th, 17th, and 18th of December. Now, if somebody wants to donate a gift after that time frame, we have a storage facility that we can put it in and save it for next year.
Okay.
So there isn't really a deadline, but that's kind of when we get it all ready to go out to all the different people and agencies that it's going to.
Another way Texoma can help through a fun event that's coming up. Can you tell us about this big dinner and dance and night of fun that's going to be helping out Operation Santa?
Well, this year it's November 30th at the Elks Lodge, and it's a dinner dance. This year we're also giving away a 2014 Chevrolet pickup.
Wow.
And that was with help from a lot of different groups and a lot of different people.
It is limited.
Yes, it is a limited number of tickets. There's 300 that we're selling.
And it's this Saturday, $100 a ticket, is that correct?
Yes, $100 a ticket.
But that gets you in for
Get
what?
you a prime rib dinner with all the fixings. It gets you a dance. There's a band playing, Tidal Russian band's playing.
it also gets you a chance for the truck. So
for two people, right?
Yes.
$100. So
Yes.
two, actually $50 a person if you want to look at it that way. And of course, all going for a great cause. And all of the money, or the money that's going to be raised for that night, what are you going to use it for whenever this money comes in?
All that money goes for the purchase of the bicycles and for toys for the children. Then we have a bike party where we put them all together. And we're also going to do a bike build with Christ Academy over at, I think they're coming to the fire station to do that.
Can you talk about the bikes? When was that introduced to this?
When the first guys who put it together, they were doing it at a guy's shop at his house. A couple of off-duty firemen, and they would take old bikes and rebuild them.
Oh.
And when I first came on the fire department, that's what we did, except we got to do it at the station. And people would come by and donate all their old bikes, and we'd tear them apart, put them back together, and fix them up and send them out.
Wow. Did it all start with just one person's desire to help out local children?
I think one of the firemen had been in the Marine Corps, And when he came out of the Marines, he got on the fire department, and then he got with another guy, another firefighter, and they started it off and started the ball rolling. It was really small at first, and now it's to the point where we're helping hundreds of children each year.
Wow. How impressed are you with the fact of how much it's grown? I mean, you have countless businesses here in town, people stepping up to really help out. I know Midwestern State University, we're going to take a look at their class, how they've actually dedicated this semester to helping out Operation Santa Claus through their marketing class. It's impressive to see how far and how many people are on board with making this a success.
With the help of MSU marketing students and Hager Communications, it's blown up astronomically. Typically, it's just on us, and we get the work done and make it a successful year. And this year, with their help, it's just,
that just means that many more kids, right?
Of course.
Yes, ma'am.
Texoma, this is where you can step in and help. Again, that toy drive is going to be going on December 14th. That'll be in Wichita Falls.
Be at Lowe's parking lot.
Lowe's parking lot. And what are the hours?
10 to 4. Retired guys are going to come out and cook hot dogs and have Cokes for the people who come out and donate toys.
Are you impressed with how much this community steps forward to make this work? I mean, all these toys that come in.
Oh yeah, it's amazing how much is donated in toys, and how much is donated in funds, and how much people call and say, hey, is there anything I can do to help? Call and say, we want to be a drop location, can we have a box, and we'll have people donate toys. And so it's really impressive how much people really step up to help.
And as the chairperson of this event, what do you need from Texoma now?
Just for everybody to participate if you can. We've still got some tickets for sale for that dance. If you got a little bit of extra, buy a toy or give a cash donation, which way you want to do it, or a bicycle. And like I said, you can call us, we'll come pick it up, or you can drop it off at some of the locations I've already given.
And like you said, you can donate money too. Maybe if you just don't know what toy, that seems overwhelming, that you can make a financial contribution. That'll work as well. Well, we of course are going to hear much more about Operation Santa Claus. We're going to hear from the students at Midwestern State University and all of those who are contributing to the big dance and dinner that's coming up. And then we'll check back in with you guys a little bit later. So thank you so much for being here this morning.
Thank you.
And stick around. Much more is still to come right here on Insidetexoma. Welcome back to Insidetexoma. Once again, we're taking an inside look at the Wichita Falls Fire Department's Operation Santa Claus. And joining me now is students with Midwestern State University senior marketing class. And we have Tanner Parsons joining us and also August Denton. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. And you are both in a promotions management class. Can you tell us what your role is to Operation Santa Claus?
The firefighters came to us at the beginning of the year, and they teamed up with us, and we're very lucky. Firefighters, they're always there for us. They're our first responders, so this is a way that we can help show them our appreciation. So they came to us, and they wanted our help to put more bikes underneath the Christmas tree for Operation Santa Claus.
They also gave us some personal stories, actually some firefighters that benefited as children that grew up to become firefighters. And so they get to not only see the benefits as a child, but see the benefits of giving afterwards when they become grown.
At this point, it's all about raising more money, because the more money we raise, the more children have Christmas presents this Christmas. So that's what it's all about now.
And I know your goal is to just basically shatter any records that they've ever had, right? Whenever it comes to serving children in our community, which that's a good goal, right? I mean, helping more kids, you cannot go wrong there. How are you making that happen?
We've contacted a lot of businesses, and we're still doing that. But at this point, the best way the community can get involved is to buy an annual ticket to the annual truck dance, which is going to be this Saturday on November 30th at the Elks Lodge. And with that $100 ticket, of course, that gets 2 people in, and you get door prizes, a dinner, a steak dinner, a dance, and a chance to win a 2014 Fire Engine Red Chevy Silverado. So at this point, the best way for people in the community to get involved is to, take a stand and buy a ticket to the truck dance this weekend.
On a personal note, what does this fundraiser that they're doing, this project, mean to you?
Honestly, I am a mother of children, and I struggled when they were little. I never had to benefit from the Operation Santa Claus. I was lucky enough not to be in those shoes, but I can relate to the parents who do have to be in those shoes. And to have to know that you can't provide your child a Christmas present, and that at least there's an opportunity out in the community to get that for your child. And that really is what got me personally emotionally connected to it, is being able to relate to those parents that couldn't provide.
And I remember being a child, when I was 6, 7, or 8 years old, and waking up on Christmas morning, and my heart was beating faster than my little feet could run down the hallway to turn the corner and see the Christmas tree and my bicycle sitting underneath the Christmas tree. And to know that there are children in our community who don't get to experience that sometimes on Christmas, it's heartbreaking. So it's really special to us to be able to get involved with that and put more presents underneath the Christmas tree for children in our community.
Wow, so well put, both of you. And I think a lot of people can relate. You just don't want to have to think that there's kids who don't get to experience that, come Christmas morning, or just the heaviness of maybe parents who can't provide. Right. So did you each know about this before the project?
Vaguely. I knew that there was something called Operation Santa Claus. I didn't know who was in charge of it. I didn't know how to get a hold of them. I didn't know what they did. One of the goals that we have for this is to put that community awareness out there so that those that knew about it vaguely or had heard about it but didn't know where to go, they now know where to go for this year and in the future.
Well, we really appreciate you both taking time to come, and I think it's exciting to hear what's going on at Midwestern State University, and of course that the senior marketing students are stepping up to help with this, because there was good news to report real quickly about the previous campaign you helped out with. Can you share a little bit about that before we go to break?
We pretty much broke the record for the firefighters, and I think gave them a mild heart attack at the work that came involved with it. They were able to present $20,000 to the cancer societies that they support. This year.
Amazing.
I think every year previous to this one, they usually sell around 800 T-shirts, and I think we exceeded 3,200.
Wow.
So we sold, we quadrupled the amount that they normally sell. So it was amazing. It was an awesome experience.
Was that even a number that you had, envisioned?
I think we were like, if we double it, we
were
happy
with it. Then you would have been success,
we doubled that. We doubled our doubles.
Wow.
So,
we were happy with that.
That's impressive.
Awesome.
And again, Texoma, that is all thanks to you and your generosity, stepping up to help, and your help is needed to continue to make the Wichita Falls Fire Department's annual Operation Santa Claus a success. Much more on how you can give. So stick around. We'll be right back with much more. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, we're taking an inside look at the Wichita Falls Fire Department's Operation Santa Claus. Joining me now, we have several sponsors of Operation Santa Claus. We are so excited all of you are here today. Really quickly, we have Kim McClellan. She is with Christ Academy. She is the Director of Advancement at Christ Academy. Also, Felice Baird, the owner of Pure. And also Sarah McGinney, the owner of Edible Arrangements. So again, thank you, ladies, for being here this morning. And Kim, I'll just start with you. You work with children every day, of course, oversee a lot of them. Why was it so important for Christ Academy to get involved in this?
Operation Santa Claus and working with the firefighters is really a perfect fit for our school and for our students. We really see the importance of giving back to the community, and we really want to instill that into the kids from 3 years old all the way up. So what better way to do that than to support what the firefighters have established already?
Absolutely. And Felice, for you, which I want you to introduce who you have here with us today.
I just named this giraffe after our fire captain. His name's Randy now. So this is one of the toys that was donated at Christmas Magic to Operation Santa Claus. So I'm really proud of him. I just brought him, he's kind of our extra special guest.
Absolutely. Very cute, too. I know it's going to make one kid very happy, huh?
I hope so.
Randy the giraffe. So just an example of the different toys you can donate.
Right. Bring a toy. You can make a monetary contribution. You can come to the dance and support the Bikes for Kids program. So there's a lot of ways you can actually get involved.
Why was it important for you personally to get involved?
Well, I have 5 kids. I know what they look like on Christmas morning, and can't imagine a child not being able to feel like that So that's one thing that gets to me. And I want them to be able to see that, you need to get involved and help give back and realize how fortunate they are. But the other thing is, these firefighters have been doing this for so long. They started apparently on their own in somebody's garage with used bikes, rebuilding them, and look at what they've done. So it's just fabulous, and I'm so proud to be working with them. So,
Absolutely. What about for you, Sarah?
Well, I knew when I was approached that I was going to do this. The word firemen, kids, and Christmas, bicycles, I knew. But I went to the MSU class, made them present it to me. I already knew what I was going to do, but I could not fathom waking up or thinking about children waking up and there not being anything under the tree. My mother was a single mom when I was younger. I remember my first bike. It wasn't mine, I stole it from my brother. But I remember riding that bike down a hill. I didn't know how to ride it. Well, it came back, I got a bloody nose, but one of the best memories. And I can't imagine a child not waking up and having something under the tree. It's heartbreaking to even think about that.
Yeah. With the contributions, the financial contributions that you all were able to make in your businesses, just kind of frees up those funds so more kids are able to be, helped out. And is that what this is all about? I mean, is that why you said, absolutely, count me in?
Oh, I think that all of us can say that. I mean, if we have an opportunity to be able to give more toys and more bikes to these kids who otherwise probably wouldn't have a Christmas, I mean, we will do what we could, anything we could.
I'd really like to challenge everybody to go buy a ticket to the dance. It sounds like a great time. $100, 2 people, dinner, dance, door prizes. It sounds like a great time. So if they could sell out all those tickets, I think that would really help.
Absolutely.
And bring those bikes, bring those toys, bring them to Pure, bring them to Edible Arrangements. It's just a really important cause, and as a small business owner, it's another way just to say thanks, to give back to the community.
Yeah. Ladies, we appreciate you taking time to be here today and helping out our community.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And stick around, Texoma. We have more to come on Operation Santa Claus right here on Inside Texoma. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. Once again, we are talking about Operation Santa Claus, this annual event the Wichita Falls Fire Department has been putting on for about 35 years, I think you said. It's amazing to hear how much they've done in our community. You've heard from all the folks who are helping to support this and just really how many lives it's already affected. And joining us now with the firefighters, once again, of course, is Kathy Bazile. She is the administrative secretary at the Wichita Falls Fire Department. And she is the lady who is manning the phones and I understand organizing all of this. So, you're the one who actually gets to hear from a lot of these families. Can you just tell us what it's like on your end of Operation Santa Claus?
Well, it's difficult when people call in and, you hear their story of how they've lost their job and they don't have a way of providing for Christmas. Or I had a lady earlier call telling me that they had a fire at their house previously and then they had to move, so they had to have a deposit and have, the money for the rent and everything, and they're going to be short for Christmas. And it's hard to say, well, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to help you. Yeah. It's difficult. And they're in desperate need. And it's going to be sad for their, children not to have Christmas.
Yeah.
So,
how many families do you think are helped every year?
Thousands. Thousands plus. I mean, there's a big need out there. I know the Salvation Army, we help provide them with bikes. And they had taken on, I think, almost 1,000 more this year than what they had in previous years.
Wow.
So there's a big need in our city.
This year, you are having more folks step up, I understand, to help. Yes. I talked about that a little bit earlier. Are you hoping that fills the need, with these MSU marketing students and these other businesses getting on board, that it's enough?
I hope it's above and beyond what we've done in the past, because like I said, there's so much more need this year.
What is the number people need to call? So if they want to come pick up a ticket, they can call you.
They can call me at 761-7901.
These firefighters put this together. What do you have to say about them and their efforts to do this?
Oh, it's totally amazing. When I first started working at the fire department, around Christmas time, they were like, hey, come help us build bikes. We need all the help we can get. And boy, I got in there and started helping, and I was hooked. I was like, wow, this is awesome what they're doing for these kids. and it's just overwhelming.
Yeah.
So many of them out there. I mean, it's just, they have big hearts.
But I understand firefighters not the only ones with the big hearts, because each of them wanted to say a little something about Kathy, so I'm going to give them that opportunity now. You know, what does she mean to the department, and even specifically Operation Santa Claus?
Well, I've only been on the fire department for 4 years, and this is really the first year I've tried to be really involved with Operation Santa Claus. So as far as her role in Operation Santa Claus, I'm kind of getting my eyes open to it, but I know her role with the fire department, and it's something happens, we need to have a problem or something, the answer you get is call Kathy. So she kind of really helps keep us going, and she's doing a whole lot with Operation Santa Claus as far as getting stuff lined out for us, and giving us directions to go to maybe get sponsors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So.
And as the chairperson, I mean, is her role in what she does, taking those phone calls and of course organizing those families for you, what does that mean to you guys?
It means a whole lot. I mean, Kathy's like the glue that holds everything together. Without her, I think it would just fall apart. It'd be a big mess. We'd be running around probably not knowing what to do, because she does an extreme amount of extra work on this project. And it's great because it builds hope in all the kids.
Yeah, a lot of dedication and organization, it sounds like, as well. But Kathy, just taking this even a step further, I know you have a personal story about how Operation Santa Claus has affected you, and really you can relate to those phone calls. Can you tell us how?
I'm a single mother of 4, and I've struggled. And if it wasn't for these guys, I would never have had stuff for my children. Mm-hmm. So I've been blessed.
Yeah. Well, again, Texoma, one more reason. Make sure you get involved either in that dance, give Kathy a call, or make these donations. Well, we really appreciate all that you guys do for our community. I mean, true heroes right here, and angels, especially at Christmas time. So thank you so much for organizing this. I know there's going to be, just as she mentioned, thousands of families affected, and lots of little kiddos waking up with something underneath their Christmas tree this year, thanks to this hard work, and thanks to you, Texoma, because of your generosity. As always, we'll see you back here next Sunday morning for another look inside.